All right, here we are. Welcome everybody to Game Night with Sarah M. Eden. Our October game night begins now. Many of you will notice we are missing the presence of Paul, game show assistant extraordinaire. When we first came up with our launch week schedule for Charming Artemis, we didn't yet know if the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square was going to resume their Thursday rehearsals. And my husband sings in that choir. And we found out that they are, in fact, doing Thursday rehearsals now. So he is at rehearsal. I am here flying solo. I've already warned the ladies here that it's probably going to be a complete disaster. But we're going to do our best. And we will appreciate Paul that much more the next time he's with us. So tonight's game is going to be Jeopardy. It is Jonquil and Lancaster themed, which was fun for me to come up with. I tried to think of some things that weren't obvious, but I was also afraid I'd come up with things that were not true because I don't trust my brain right now. So hopefully I found a happy medium. And we have three fantastic contestants tonight. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about them. We'll start over here with Ashley.
All right. I'm Ashley. I'm from Arizona. I live in Utah. I'm a senior studying elementary education in college, and I run a Bookstagram account, Sunflower Reading Corner. If you guys know me, that might be where it's from. So yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. How about you, Maddie?
I'm Maddie. I live in southern Utah, Cedar City, and I also have a Bookstagram, Honeycomb Stories.
Awesome. All right, and Addie.
I'm Addie, and I live in Wenatchee, Washington, and I'm a junior in high school.
Fantastic. All right, and these ladies applied to play tonight, so I feel like it's self-chosen torture. And I made some of these questions a little bit tough, so we'll see. As always, there are prizes for our contestants, as well as people I will randomly choose from amongst commenters on Facebook and on YouTube, where this is also being streamed. Our prize for our contestants tonight, each of them will receive a signed copy of Charming Artemis, which is exciting. But our winner will receive something extra super duper special. It is something that doesn't exist in real life. I know that sounds weird, but you'll know what I mean in just a minute. Our winner will also receive a printed copy of the Best Laid Plans. So step up your game, ladies. This is quite a prize. And our commenters in the comment section, I will choose three commenters at random to receive our play along prize. And that is one of the celebration packets that I sent out with Charming Artemis a couple weeks ago. So it has the bookmark and the recipe and the stickers and the book plate. I only sent out a select few of them, and so not everyone who wanted one got one. So I'll be giving out 3 of those to commenters today. And those winners will be posted to my Facebook and Instagram tomorrow. So play along, comment. The ladies have agreed that they are not going to check the comments while they're playing unless everyone is stumped on a question. And then they're going to quickly turn to you for help. But please feel free to play along in the comments. If you think you know the answer, post it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And partway through, as usual, I will interrupt for a commercial because that's what we do around here. So what we're going to do, each of these ladies has a buzzer. They're going to use to buzz in. I'm watching the buzzing in here while reading the questions and updating the scores because I don't have Paul. So to decide who is going to go first, I'm going to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then I want you guys to click the buzzer, and whoever buzzes in first gets to pick first. So 3, 2, 1. All right, Addie, quick on the uptake. So you're going to go first. I'm going to load the game board. All right, here we go. Oh, it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So we're going to do it like this instead. So what you guys are going to do is pick from your these different categories, and I will explain to you what they are. The first category is guest book. In this category, I'm going to list a couple of people, 2 people, and you are going to have to figure out which of the locations in these series they have both visited. Ooh, I know. Guys, I am really up in the game here, right? You got to earn this baby. Our next category is character crossovers. And for character crossovers, it is I will list 2 or 3 books, and then you have to tell me which character appears in all of them. So that's a tough one too. The next category is what's their rank. I will give you a character's name, and you have to tell me what their rank is. Are they a baron, a viscount, an earl, a marquess, a duke, a younger son of such and such, a daughter of, all of that kind of stuff? Yeah. I'm making it tough, guys. Our next category is Lancaster trivia. That is exactly what you think it is. It's trivia about the Lancaster family. And our last category is Jonquil trivia, which is trivia about the Jonquil family. All right, so if we are ready, Addie, you buzzed in first, so you get to pick your category, and I will unlock your buzzers once I'm done reading the clue. So pick one for us.
How about Jonquil trivia 400?
For 100. All right, here we go. The Jonquil brothers' grandparent, who was a renowned singer. This is a tough one. I'll give you a hint. Forget-me-not. It comes up in that book. Oh, Ashley has buzzed in.
Was it their grandmother?
Which one?
Like, it would be Lucas's mom.
You like how tough I'm making this? Yes, it was Lady Lambton, their father's mother. That was tough. So what this tells you is some of this trivia will come from related books. So, ooh. All right. Oh, Kimberly Sims says it's too bad Ashley can't consult her spreadsheets. Yes, we have agreed both to not read the comments and that Ashley does not get to have access to her spreadsheet.
I know. I miss my spreadsheet.
All right. Okay, so that means the board is yours, Ashley. What category and point value would you like to choose?
Let's do Lancaster for 100.
Okay, here we go. Adam's nurse when he was a little boy.
Who is Nurse Rob?
Okay, now someone has to, you have to buzz in. And the first one to buzz in gets to answer.
Oh, okay, it said I buzzed in, so.
Oh, okay, I don't see a buzz. Oh, wait, there we go. My phone's slow. Guys, I told you, without Paul here, it's ridiculous. Okay, Ashley, yes, it finally updated. You show as the first one to buzz in.
Who is Nurse Robbie?
All right, Nurse Robbie, who we first hear about in Seeking Persephone, but actually get to meet in Forget-Me-Not, which was so much fun to write. I know all of these characters, even the ones that don't appear on the page, so every once in a while I'm like, sneak them in. All right. Okay, the board is still yours.
Let's do Lancaster trivia for 200.
For 200. Okay, the answer is the ship the Lancaster brothers served on at the time of the Battle of Trafalgar. Oh, Addie, you were first in on that one.
Was it the Triumphant?
Let's see. It was indeed the Triumphant. Good job. I love that you guys remember these things because these are almost throwaway comments that you picked up on the books. Woohoo! All right, Addie, you have control of the board.
Okay, let's do Jonquil trivia 200.
Okay, here we go. The motto of the Jonquil Freers of Prisoners. And it can be approximate. I'm not a stickler. Ashley, you have buzzed in.
What is no one's left behind, no one is forgotten?
All right, here we go. Yeah, abandoned, forgotten, left behind, whatever. Close enough. I warned them that I'm very, very casual about these games, and probably more than I should be, but good job. All right. Clear our buzzer, and you have control of the board.
Let's do what's their rank for 200.
200, here we go. Miles Lord Grenton. Addie.
Marquess.
He is indeed a Marquess. I always say Marquess. I always have, but that's not actually how it's pronounced. Marquess. I need to practice it. All right, good job. Okay, Addie, you have control of the board.
Let's do what's their rank 300.
300. James Lord Techney. Ashley.
What is an earl?
Okay, let's see. Yes, that was a tricky one. Because when we first meet him, he's Lord Tilburn, which is different. So good catch. I thought I was going to trick you. Okay, here we go. All right, you have control of the board.
Let's do guest book for 300.
Okay. And the answer is the Duke of Hartley and Philip Jonquil. Oh, Addie. Guys, I'm not paying attention. You have buzzed in.
Isn't it 411 honor?
Okay, this one is, I want to know what location they both visit. So I can let you think and give another answer.
Dang it. Are they at Lambton? Not Lambton Estate. Wrong word. Are they at Lambton Park?
All right. Guys, she pulled it off. They both visit Lambton Park at one point. So good job. And I will repeat for those who are following along, all of these are before courting Miss Lancaster, not courting Miss Lancaster, charming Artemis. So if by chance, and I'm trying to think if any of them will fall under this category, I can't remember. If by chance that changes the answer, it's not a possibility. So throw that book out of your mind. All right, here we go. Okay, and Addie, you have control of the board.
Okay, let's do Lancaster trivia 300.
300. And the answer is Persephone's middle name. Ashley, that was fast.
What is Iphigenia? I don't know how to pronounce it, but
right.
Spell
pronunciation doesn't count. Yes, that's it. Woohoo! The name that Adam finds even more ridiculous than Persephone. All right, let me add that in. Okay, and you have control of the board.
Okay. Character crossovers for 200.
Okay, and this is one where you got to figure out what character, appears in all of the books that I list. So 200, here you go. The answer is Forget Me Not, Seeking Persephone, and Lieutenant Lancaster. Addie.
Is it Adam?
All right, let's see. It is, in fact. Some of these were tough. I think of a couple books. I'm like, oh, there are like 10 characters that are in all of those. So Forget Me Not helped with this one. So good job, Addie. I'm going to add that in. Okay. And guys, I'm watching the comments. They are killing it in the comments. So if you ever do decide that cheating should be allowed, they will help you out. Okay, Addie, I believe you have control of the board.
All right, let's do Lancaster trivia 400.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I got to clear the buzzers. All right. The number of Lancaster grandchildren by the end of Christmas at Fallstone Castle. Ashley.
What is 8?
Okay, let's see. It is 8. I had to count a few times, so good job. I really thought I was going to be super tricky, guys.
I thought about this earlier, so.
All right, that was Ashley. Okay, you have control of the board.
Let's do Lancaster for 500.
Okay. Okay, there we go. It didn't want to come up at first. All right, the game Adam is playing with his nurse the morning after the ball in Forget Me Not. Ashley.
What is chess?
That is actually not correct.
Really?
Maddie, you buzzed in next. Do you know what it is?
Backgammon?
It is, in fact, backgammon.
Ooh, I'm on the board.
And I will tell you, I literally had to look that one up because I couldn't remember if it was checkers, chess, or backgammon.
I had to look up what backgammon was, so that's how I remember.
Oh, have fun. Yeah, no, I like backgammon, so I regularly make my characters play it. There you go. This is an old game. All right, that means Maddie, you have control over the board. What would you like to pick?
Let's do character crossovers for 300.
Okay. The answer is Glimmer of Hope and Drops of Gold.
Oh,
I was like, who is that? I had to look at my cheat sheet. Okay, Addie, you have buzzed in. Do you know who it is?
Was it the Duke of Henley? No, that's not it. Hertfordshire? Yeah, Duke of Hertfordshire.
I know who you're talking about, so we're gonna give it to you. The Duke
Hartley,
Pandora,
yeah,
the
that's what I was
Duchess
thinking.
Hartley, yes. I knew you knew who you meant.
I was like, I know it starts with an H.
Right, exactly. Well, and there is in one of my books a typo where I changed a character's surname for like 5 pages and then it goes back again. So I am not going to criticize anyone for mixing up a name. So we know what you mean. So Jaya, I gave you the points on that. Okay, so Addie, you have control of the board.
Okay, let's do what's the rank 400.
Okay, for 400, the answer is Edward Lord Henley. Ashley.
What is a baron?
Okay, here we go. He is, in fact, a baron. I've had people ask if we're going to hear more from him, and I just give my usual eyebrow wiggle response. So,
yes.
Isn't it funny how that's not even stealthy anymore? It's like, okay, we know what that means.
I hope so.
All right, so you have control over the board. Let's pick another category.
Let's do Jonquil trivia for 500.
Okay, 500. All right, the answer is the Jonquil brothers, who are named for the siblings of their parents. And there are more than one, so good luck. All right, Addie.
Okay, it's Stanley, and then, oh crap, I think it's Corbin.
Okay, that's not actually it.
No.
Ashley, you're next.
It is Stanley and Philip.
And that's not all either.
I was going to say Harold.
And that's not all either. So, Maddie, you can fill in the missing person.
Leighton.
It's not Leighton either. Okay, so now you guys can flip over to the comments. Let's see if anyone knows it.
Jason. Charlie.
Okay, I will tell you the right answer is in there. You just got to find it. So I'm going to clear the buzzer, and you guys can buzz in again if you think you've found it. Okay, Ashley.
I'm going to say the last one is Charlie.
It is Charlie. Charlie and Harold are tricky because they're both named for sisters. Harold is named for Harriet, who was Lucas's little sister, and Charlie is named for Charlotte, who was Julia's twin sister. So that was a tricky one, which is why it was worth 500 points, guys. All right, so good job. Ashley, we're going to pause for just a second and have a commercial because I love commercials, apparently. Here we go. I posted that a little bit earlier this week, but I know because Facebook and Instagram's algorithms are weird. We don't always see what gets posted. So that is the second of the Gents book, and it comes out next April. So woohoo! Very exciting. All right, Ashley, I think you had control of the board when we were last up, so you get to pick a category.
Okay, let's do guest book for 200.
Okay, here we go. Hanover Gardner and Sorrel Kendrick. And there are 2 possible answers. I will accept either one. Addie.
Is it Friends and Foes?
Okay, this is one where you have to tell me what location they both show up in.
Okay, Kinley.
It's such a similar idea. So, yeah, no, you're good. So this is
Kinley?
location.
Kinley.
Okay. I figured if you knew the book, you probably knew the location, right? So either Kinley, which is Crispin and Catherine's country home, or the inn at Maidstone. That's where Persephone comes to claim her cane, and Philip accuses her of stealing it, and they don't get off to a great start. So either of those would have worked, and you got one of them. So good job, Addie. And you have control of the board.
Okay, let's do guest book 300.
Okay, here we go. Mariposa Thornton and the Duke of Kildare. Addie.
Lambton Park.
Okay, that one is not the answer I gave, but it's correct. Okay, so I'm totally giving you points. Can Maddie, you buzzed in next. Give me another example. And if it's the one on here, then I'll give you points too.
That's what I was thinking. Do they meet at...
Now, this one, they aren't necessarily there at the same time. They have just both visited the same place.
Well, they... Kinley?
It wasn't Kinley. Ashley, do you have a guess for us?
You said it wasn't at the same time, but they both visited.
Yep.
Is it Lambton House in London?
I'm trying to answer that one. Okay. I will give you points because in a way it's true, but there's no reason you should know that it's true. So. This is the dumbest. Okay, Maddie. Someone has given the answer, a few people in the comments, but I'm going to give you a hint. They both visited in the same book, but not at the same time. Mariposa arrives to cause mischief, but Adam arrives later to right wrongs.
It's Corbin's estate.
Yeah, Havenworth. I love that there were actually 3 answers. One that Ashley guessed, but has no reason to know that it's true. So I'm going to give you points. Oh, does anyone know if I actually gave Ashley the points yet or not? I can't remember. I think you're far enough ahead that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't need the points.
Oh man, you guys just gave a spoiler for a book I haven't even written yet. So. Okay. Ashley, since you gave Addie, you gave our first correct answer in that round, even though I'd forgotten it was correct. So you have control of the board.
Okay, let's do Jonquil Trivia 300.
Okay, here you go. Your answer is the mischief Charlie gets into that has made her upset with him in As You Are. Addie.
He gets mud on Arabella's dress.
That's right. He splashes Arabella Hampton with mud while driving too fast in a carriage. And that was our first mention of Arabella, but I had to get that in there so y'all would recognize her when she shows up a few books later. So good job. All right. Okay, so you have control of the board.
All right, let's do what's their rank 500.
500, okay. The answer is Lord Aldrich Benwick. Ashley, you're in first.
He is the he's the younger son of the Duke of Hartley, but he's the uncle of the current Duke of Hartley.
She gave there's no extra points for extra information.
Well, if I just said Duke of Hartley, it's not the current one.
His rank is the younger son of a duke. So even if that duke has passed away, he's still his son. But you're right. He is both the younger son of a duke and the uncle of another duke. He's just swimming in dukes is basically what it comes down to. All right. Okay, so you have control of the board, if it will let me. There we go.
Let's do what's their rank for 100.
Okay, here we go. Crispin Lord Cavret. Addie.
Baron.
Okay. He was a baron. Good job. All right, let's give you the points. Okay, and you have control of the board.
Okay, let's do Jonquil Trivia 400.
Okay. The answer is the type of tree that the drops of gold come from on the estate where Lady Marian grew up. Maddie.
It's an oak tree.
It is an oak tree. That was a little bit of a hard question because you find out what that tree is in For Elise, but you have to make the connection. Yeah, so good job. All right, and you have control of the board.
Oh, okay. All right. So guest book is where they meet, and character crossovers is which character.
Which character is in all the books mentioned, right?
Oh, let's do character crossovers for 400.
Okay, here you go. The answer is Courting Miss Lancaster and Glimmer of Hope. Ashley.
Carter Devereaux.
That's right. It's Carter Lord Devereaux. Oh, his cameo in Courting Miss Lancaster is about 2 sentences, but you recognize him by his explanation of his life at that time. So, good job. All right, let me give you the points. Everyone's like, no, don't give her the points. She's okay without them. All right, you have 4 more to choose from. What would you like to do?
Let's do character crossovers for 500.
Okay, here we go. Courting Miss Lancaster, Romancing Daphne, and The Best Laid Plans. Addie.
Is it Charlie?
Is it who? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Charlie?
It is not Charlie. Ashley, you were next.
Is it Artemis?
It is Artemis.
Okay.
Woohoo! All right. Let's see. It is so weird doing this without Paul here. I'm like, when am I supposed to click again? He'll watch this back and be like, amateur. No, he won't. He's a nice person. All right. 3 more categories. Character crossovers or guest book?
Let's do guest book for 500.
500. The answer is Lord Devereaux and the Prince of Wales. Ashley.
This is the one where you have to say the place, right?
Yeah, the place.
Okay, so it's Fallstone House in London.
That's right. Fallstone House in London. You'll remember that's where Adam forced the Duke of Wales to bow to him. Which would honestly never happen in real life, but that's why it was hilarious to do it in a book. So there you go. All right. Okay, we have 2 more to go, and Ashley, you have control of the board.
Let's do character crossovers for 100.
Okay, here we go. Drops of Gold and For Elise. Addie.
Is it Marian Linwood?
No,
or
it's
is
not.
it her cousin?
Her cousin. There you go. I can see the wheels spinning. Like, no, that's not what I mean. Yes, it's Miles, her cousin. She gets mentioned in For Elise, but she isn't actually there. All right. Okay, there's only 1 more to go, so I'm going to go ahead and clear the buzzers and pop it up. Guest book. So this is, you got to tell me what location these people both have been at. Miles Linwood and Lady Marian. Addie.
Farland Meadows? Or is it their house, their estate?
Yeah, okay. I'm not guessing you're saying that both are correct. Farland Meadows, because that's where they first run into each other. Or is it Lambton Park? I don't remember. One of those 2. And at Tafford, which is the Marquess of Grenton's estate. It's another one where there was more than one answer and I didn't realize it. But you got them both. So I'm going to give you double points, if it'll let me. There we go. Good job. All right, so that brings us to the end of our Jeopardy game. It has been fun to watch the comments because they're also figuring out when I got the answer wrong. So points all around. All right, so our winner is Ashley with 4,500 points. So good job. Ashley will be winning both our signed copy of Charming Artemis and the Best Laid Plans in print, which I only have 2 more left in my entire house. And I don't think there are any more in existence. So good job. The other ladies will, of course, be receiving a signed copy of Charming Artemis as well as a thank you for joining us tonight. And I will be picking at random 3 commenters from both Facebook and YouTube who will receive the celebration packets that we sent out earlier in, I guess, at the end of last month. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, ladies, for playing along, for being patient when I had no idea that I had the answers wrong. We all miss Paul and intend to have him here next time. It makes things easier. Those will be posted tomorrow. Our winners will be. So thank you again, everybody. Thanks to everyone who played along in the comments. That was a lot of fun. And we will see you next time.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.